Hi everyone, welcome back. Just thought about doing a small video to talk about a few updates that I've been doing. Not much because I didn't have much time during this week, but I'm trying to give small steps to keep improving this application. A few people after I posted the last video, which was 57 minutes long, sorry about that. Some of you managed to push through. A few people asked me if it was possible to test the application, to be part of some sort of beta testing or stuff like that. My official response to everybody so far has been that this is still a very um, prototype thing. It's still very tied to my machine. So it's not something that I can easily distribute and make you run it on your machine. But it's something that I'm definitely keeping in mind. Um, and I will probably be approaching some people that ask me about this and provide them access so that they can test it themselves. And speaking about that, today I just put up a very quick and simple website for Workspace because I thought it would not be that good to be forwarding people to a random post on my blog, my personal blog, or a YouTube video. So I wanted to centralize things a bit. So today I launched workspacehq.com. It's a very simple website, but just to talk about news, just talk about what's been changed, things that I've been working on. I'll put all the demo videos centralized in here. And then there is this form to request access. So if you have some interest in trying this out and maybe helping with beta testing, make sure to fill out this form here. So I have your email address and maybe I'll reach out to you further down the development. Okay. So today, just to kind of highlight this kind of internal release, because there's no public release, of course, but 0.1.3, I did work on two important things that I want to show you. One thing is the project settings. I've added input tokens and output tokens for the project as a whole. So this means that we can now track more or less how many tokens the project is consuming, both from the input perspective and the completion perspective, because of course they have very different price points in the APIs. So I'm using that published API cost to also give you a hopefully precise amount of what the project has cost so far and the total cost of the project. So this is to help you and help me avoid surprises with billing, of course. So at least now we have a little bit better idea of the cost of the project. A few other things, or one few other thing that I've worked on. The rest is mostly just bug fixes, so not very interesting to demo here. But one thing that I've worked and I think is quite useful are the files. So the files came because in bigger projects, like when you have a really big project, for example, in my previous video, I showcased building the web app in Laravel. So you have models, you have views, you have controllers, you have routes, you have styling files. There's like hundreds of files. And in this kind of setup where you are chatting with a UI, with an AI agent, you cannot, of course, keep the context from the beginning of the project because it would go so big that you would probably exceed the limits of the API, but also the cost would be tremendous. So at some point, we have to filter out either by message size or message count, and we have to take out some messages. So in big project, this is a problem because the AI will start losing context of what was done before. Now, ideally, and maybe this is something that maybe not, it's definitely something that I want to work on to get the AI to find, search first for things that have already been done. But it's still tricky because ideally the AI would keep notes in the project notes of important things that could be files, folder structures, things that were already done. But this is very tricky to do and to get right, especially in big projects. So again, I'm not trying to get the AI to automate everything. And that's why I have this tagline, Human plus AI creating together. For me, this is always a co-creation thing. So when I'm a developer and I'm helping a junior developer and I want him to develop a new part of the code for some project, and I have the need to integrate that new code with existing code, then I will say, look, we have this class, we have that class, pay attention to this method, make sure you use that. So in the AI, I think we have to do exactly the same, or more or less the same. So the files, which are called sticky files, we manually add these files from the project. This is a kind of very small project. So, and this is also a work in progress. I have to hide a few things here, but you select the files and you remove files manually. And these files that you select, they will be included, they will be appended to the message that will be sent to the API with every request. So the AI agent will have that content always fresh for those files that are important. So this requires on our part that we are orchestrating the whole thing, right? So if I'm building something and I know that some file or some files are important for the AI to get a sense of what needs to be done, then I will include those files here. When that feature is complete, I can remove them because, of course, this is adding to the token usage. And I think this will improve the quality of what we are doing quite a lot. And this is not only for code, again, it's for any project that you have, maybe even a central file. It could be your own text file with your own plan. You can include that and make the AI, stick to this plan. So this opens a lot of possibilities, and I think it will improve a lot the generation of the AI. I've also included the file sizes. Of course, we know that file size is not equivalent to token size. They can be quite different, but at least you get a sense that, hey, I have a 5 MB file. You have to be careful with this, right? So just something useful that I thought will be handy to have. And yeah, so these were the two main features that I've worked on this week. Quite small, but quite significant. And yeah, that's it for the update today. And thanks for watching.